More now, we're joined by Kimberly Schwartz with Texas Right to Life. Kimberly, thanks for joining us. In today's Supreme Court session, we heard a lot of technical legal arguments. What was your biggest takeaway, Kimberly, from today's hearing?
The most important thing to know from today's hearing is that the justices are asking whether these lawsuits are valid in the first place. Now, you might think that's a really low bar for these judges to actually consider. Why would that be a victory? These questions are what the district court ignored. That liberal judge that blocked the Texas Heartbeat Act at the beginning of October, it was very obvious that he had already reached his conclusion that abortion is a constitutional right no matter what. And it doesn't matter what the question is or what actual precedent is. And so because the judge ignored that in the first place, we didn't get a fair shake at the trial level. So now going up to the Supreme Court, the justices are considering whether these are actual viable vehicles to accomplish what the abortionists and the Department of Justice are trying to do.
Back in September, as you mentioned, the Supreme Court refused to block the Texas abortion law in a 5-4 majority decision. Kim, many today were watching to see if any of those 5 judges might have been swayed. Did you hear anything that you thought might change their minds of, say, Justice Brett Kavanaugh or Justice Amy Coney Barrett?
We are optimistic that we're going to have the majority here in this case, that they're not going to enjoin the Texas Heartbeat Act from being enforced. So we believe and we hope that the majority is going to be preserved there. And just like you said, we had the optimistic sign at the beginning of September, the Supreme Court allowing the Texas Heartbeat Act to take effect in the first place with this exact same lawsuit, Whole Woman's Health v. Jackson. Now, we do have a different set of circumstances between the beginning of September and now, but we still believe that these lawsuits at the end of the day are invalid. And so we hope that the Supreme Court will agree and see that.
In the lead up to the arguments, Kimberly, today, abortions have pretty much come to a halt there in Texas. What has that meant for the pro-life fight there? And what about the effect on neighboring states that have seen demand skyrocket?
We're so encouraged by the number of lives saved by the Texas Heartbeat Act. We estimate that about 100 babies per day are saved from abortion because of this law. And that's about a school bus full of children every single day. And every day that the law is in effect is a victory for us. Now, it is true that some women are seeking abortions earlier in pregnancy than they would have otherwise. And it's true that some women are tragically going to other states to have abortions. But it's also true we've seen a huge surge in the number of women coming to pro-life pregnancy centers to receive help. And so I encourage anybody who might be listening to volunteer at a local pregnancy center because the demand has just skyrocketed. And so any volunteers that can lend a hand are more than welcome. You can go to our website, texasrighttolife.com, to find out where.
All right, Kimberly Schwartz with the Texas Right to Life. Great to have you on with us this evening. Thank you.